Whoa, stop! I know who Ash's father is. Don't you want to know? Hello everyone and welcome to Rydogrambles, the channel where I have too much free time to spend to talk about a fictional character's father. With Ash's time in Pokemon anime sadly coming to an end, but also a little bit happy that he's completed his dream. We are still left with some unanswered questions like, what's up with Primate? And where is Ash's father? Who Ash's father might be? In this video, I will be answering that question. Who might his father be? And why is he just not around? Because that seems to be important, you know? Why isn't he around? Well, I told you, he's been there. We have seen him. Before I go on, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out a lot. I'd really much appreciate it. But enough of that shill. Let's get right into it. As I was saying before, we have already seen Ash's father, and it's not going to be who you think. I know a lot of people like to point out Silver. That's a possibility, you know. He and Ash are very similar in a way. Both Pokemon trainers with a first stage starter Pokemon as their partner on their shoulder, a very mean dragon Pokemon, and also, of course, when Richie mentioned Ash, he just goes, "You know Ash?" Which in itself is definitely a flag. It's definitely something that makes us go, how does this guy know about Ash? He has to be his father. Well, sadly, no he's not. Silver is not Ash's father. Of course, as I mentioned, he said to Richie that, you know Ash? But the thing is, Ash has already been on TV at that point. Remember at the beginning of the events series, Max goes to Ash, "You lost in the second round!" So it's not really out of the ordinary for some random person to know Ash and to be a fan of Ash. He has participated in 2-3 leagues at that point. He's been on TV. You know, it's very possible that he's gained somewhat of a fan base. Not a huge one, but some people are aware of Ash and be like, whoa, that kid's actually pretty cool. Yeah, he lost, but like that shit. I love an underdog, man. So I'd say it's pretty safe to say that Silver, no, not that one, that one, knows Ash through Pokemon League TV. Especially considering since at the Pokemon Coronation, World Champions, we've seen cameos from trainers all over. Even the spin-off animes show up, just a cameo. So, yeah, some random guy would see Ash and know of Ash at that point. Just like I said, he's already participated in a few leagues on television. People know who Ash Ketchum is. There's also one thing other people don't consider that's kind of a flaw with this. And that is the age gap between Silver and Ash's mom. Ash's mom is 29. She is young. And also, yeah, we don't really know Silver's age, but we can pretty much assume he is relatively middle-aged, maybe 40s to 50s. At least that's what he looks like. Anime ages are fucking weird. They can have fucking blue hair, green hair, be 1,000 years old for some fucked up reason. I don't know. But here's the thing. Ash's mom's age, being 29, actually gives us a clue as to why Ash's dad isn't around. Now, of course, I haven't addressed the identity of the father yet. Well, you ready for this? I don't think you are. Because he was in episode 1. That's right, we saw Ash's dad in episode freaking 1. You want to know who it is? This guy? Right here. Now, hang on, Ryan. What the hell is your proof on that? Well, it may surprise you a little bit. So, we can see here that, like, yes, Ash had a bit of a following around when he first started his journey. A little fan club. This guy was, like, pretty much right next to Delia and had a tear in his eyes, almost as if he's proud. Now, some family friends would be proud of you for any type of achievement, sure. But also does fit the description of Ash's father a little bit. There's a well-known flashback around the Pokemon Diamond Pro anime where Ash's father is seen with a Rabbit Ash. And, you know, he's a simple build, brown hair, kind of similar to the guy that we saw in episode 1 next to Delia. They look pretty similar, I'd say. And I think he definitely has a tear in his eyes because he for sure is proud of Ash for becoming a Pokemon trainer. As we know from episode 2, he used to be a Pokemon trainer, but didn't quite make it. He didn't make it to Viridian City somehow. I guess he lost a lot of relatives and just gave up, which is kind of embarrassing. But an embarrassing loss like that can really affect someone in their mentality. Some people, when they feel like life is against them and everything seems to go wrong, don't always end up thinking things through. That's the sad reality of it is. Sometimes when people are down, they're lost. They don't really know the sense of direction, and they may make some irrational choices. As I mentioned before, Delia is pretty young. She's a young mom for a 10-year-old. If we do, the math, we take 29 minus 11, because we're counting the 9 months of pregnancy. Delia would have been able to have Ash, would have been known to have Ash at 18. She was 18 when she had Ash. That's pretty young. And that goes back to my mentality of people who are down on their luck might not make some rational decisions. So, if I had to take a guess, while Delia was working with Professor Rogue or something like that, because she has that background, there's a chance that that's also where she met Ash's father, who is trying to do his best to become a Pokemon trainer, but isn't succeeding. And it's probably around Oak's lab a good amount. That's where they probably met, and, stuff happened. I can't get real into that. Ask your parents, kids, if you don't understand what's going on here. Or click away from this video, or something like that. I'm not qualified to talk about that. And with that happening, there is a good chance that Ash's father completely just gave up on becoming a Pokemon trainer. What happened there was, chances are, he had a reality check, which would help us explain why he's not around. So we see that with that reality check, chances are Ash's dad became a working class man, working like non-stop hours, crazy hours to support Delia and Ash. Towards the end of the anime, there was a special episode, an AU episode of Ash. This is like newer movie Ash AU or something like that, which isn't technically anime canon, but its own separate canon, blah 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 blah. Point is, Ash was supposed to meet his dad in that episode, but he missed him. Ash didn't make it in time. So we didn't get to see its dad, and it was kind of sad. Like I mentioned, that is an AU, but that AU does share kind of some parallels with the actual Pokemon anime itself. And of course, we've been asking who Ash's father is. So I think it's pretty clear to say that, like I mentioned before, Ash's dad had a reality check when he learned about Ash and became a working class man, working non-stop hours, like our boy Larry over here. Which is also why Ash and Delia are able to be supported, able to have what they have, a house, all that, sending Ash to Pokemon camps, because Ash's dad is just working so much. I mean, Delia is home all the time with Mr. Mime. She is a stay-at-home mom. Ash is at home. But that's kind of what needed to be done, because, it's just two young adults. Stuff happens, and now they had to take care of another life, which is sad and probably not what you came for. But this is why, when at the first episode, that guy who I say is Ash's father is proud and tearful and just tearful. Chances are he took the day off just so he could see his son off to set out to become a Pokemon master and complete a dream that he himself was not able to achieve. Also, when it comes to Ash's father's absence, it makes sense that him working all the time means he can't really be around. And that's the unfortunate truth, Stuff happens. People have to make sacrifices. Some parents don't get to see their kids that much as they should because they had to, work for their survival and take care of the kid. It's a sad reality, but happens. So, when raising Ash and Ash growing up, chances are Ash doesn't know too much about what his dad does or any of that. The chances are, whenever Ash's dad was able to spend time with him, he was just showing him more about Pokemon, what they do, and all this and the other, so Ash can get like the idea of, hey, becoming a Pokemon trainer would be really cool. That'd be an awesome thing to focus on. And all that, which would explain Ash's driving passion to become a Pokemon trainer, and as to why he is so happy to see Ash start on his journey, because he's hoping that his son can do what he can't. And of course, we see that Ash did complete his dream to become a Pokemon Master. He did. Which is another thing I wanted to talk about in this video. And that's to don't give up on your dreams. Simple as that. Just don't give up on your dream. Life can be tough. It can be a struggle. You will face many failures, many losses. But you always still have that dream. You always have your dream that no one can take away from you. And I myself, I have been through rough times, and honestly, I'm still going through a rough time, but I am pursuing my dream of creating content and talking about what I like. But even though my odds are pretty much against me, that is what I am trying to do, while also figuring out my own stuff in the present so I can build a future for myself, which is stuff I've learned from Ash himself. Now, I myself have followed the anime since the beginning of Diamond and Pearl, pretty much right around where he left all his Pokemon from the Battle Frontier and go into Diamond and Pearl. Now, I have been like on and off with the anime. I followed all through Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I'm pretty sure I followed all through Pokemon Black and White. That was a mistake. I followed the beginning X and Y, dropped off in the middle, but follow X, Y, Z because apparently that's was banger, so I just followed all the way through. I skipped Alola until the end. Real fan I am. And then when Journeys came out, I kind of peeped in and out when cool stuff was happening, which I think is fair. I mean, I am an adult. I know Pokemon anime isn't going to appeal to me as much as it was a kid, but I was still there to see all Ash's accomplishments. And we all know that Ash has gone through many failures. And you know what? He kept going. No matter how bad it got. Because we've seen that he's gone from like low end of being league, higher end league battles, back to low, and then back to high. You know, it happens. And he just kept going. And I feel like I myself am someone like Ash. I have failed many times, and I still continue to fail and just mess up. And I'm still going. I just have this uncontrollable urge to keep going. And I think I got that from Ash. And I think Ash got that from his father. Which before Ash's father, did things, and now he has to stop his dream to support his family. Ash's dad can give Ash the life that Ash needs. And, well, I'd say he did it. He very much did. He's made several sacrifices to support Ash. He gave up on his dream, which I know I said don't give up on your dream before, and I still say it now. If you have a goal of any type, go for it. Go for it, but also make sure you're able to take care of yourself for now. Don't just spend everything to go for it. Don't be irresponsible about it. Go for your dream. And it's knowing that and thinking so that this is Ash's father, knowing everything that happened, his story, and what he has to do to make sure Ash lives a good life. It makes the scene more touching, knowing that he probably had to do all he can to get that day off to see his child off to pursue an adventure of a lifetime. It's touching in a way, because some parents have to miss those big moments, That's not something to easily live with. I know this video may be a bit shorter, but I just wanted to, give out that message, like, yes, I did say, like, I know who Ash's father is, which I did, and I give you substantial evidence and proof of who he might be and why he's not really around. And it is a very, very sad one, and I guess the biggest takeaway I want is, of course, like, don't give up on your dreams, be responsible, and, I don't know, give your parents a hug or something, because they fucking do a lot for you. Also, this video is going up on April Fool's Day, so in case I'm wrong, I could say, April Fool's, you stupid idiot, you fell for it. I'm trying to future-proof my video there in case I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that's Ash's father? Do you think Ash's father's not around because he's constantly supporting Ash and Delia and had to give up on his dreams? And of course, don't give up on your dreams. Thank your parents. And also, take care of yourselves. And of course, leave a like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Really appreciate it. And of course, thank you for watching. And also, never give